Welcome back, everybody. This is Challenge Rift 120. We are playing Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. Let's go! And as per usual, well, clicking on the soul mirror here will reveal everything we need to know. It is a Legacy of Dreams gem, Demon Hunter, as you can see here. We're not going to go through all of the gear and talk about how the mechanics work and what stacks with what. It's pretty simple. We don't need to get into all that. Let's talk about the skills very quickly. We're using Companion with Bat Companion, Shadow Power with Blood Moon, Vengeance with Seethe, we're using Grenade with Cluster Grenades, Rapid Fire with Withering Fire, and Rain of Vengeance with Shade. So what you want to do as soon as you click on this very attractive challenge obelisk here, as soon as you're in the challenge rift, make sure that you activate your Vengeance. Activate your Vengeance and make sure it's up whenever it's deactivated. Now you can pretty much ignore Companion and your Blood Power here completely because we're not going to be running out of hatred really, and we're not going to be taking that much damage that's life-threatening, so you can completely ignore them if you want. As far as your primary damage goes, your damage dealers, you can use either Grenade on its own or Rapid Fire on its own, or a combination of both, which is what I like doing. So I like to throw some grenades, and then once they're kind of going off, I like to follow up with Rapid Fire. Rain of Vengeance here is very useful if you come across dense packs, a lot of density, enemies everywhere. Use your Rain of Vengeance, and also when you come across elite packs. Just be aware that the cooldown is a little bit more lengthy. You got to wait at least 30 seconds before you can use it again. So time it pretty well, but don't let it go to waste either. If it's off cooldown and there's enemies around you, just use it. Otherwise, you're not going to struggle to kill elites and dish out damage anyway. So what I mentioned here before, Grenade and Rapid Fire are your primary damage dealers. Like I said, make sure that your Vengeance, as soon as you can reactivate it, activate it. Now throw some grenades, as you can see, and that kills everything, just the grenades on their own, excuse me. Or, if you want to use Rapid Fire, it kind of does the same amount of damage. It just kills everything. I like to throw grenades when I'm sort of far away or if something's out of line of sight. And then once those grenades are going off, I follow up with Rapid Fire just to kill everything. As you can see, everything dies so quickly. Rain of Vengeance, like I mentioned, when you come across density, that kills stuff as well. So when Rain of Vengeance is doing its thing, being cast over the area of effects that you've chosen, then you can also make sure that you're throwing grenades or using your Rapid Fire. So if you want to keep this very, very simple, what you can do is, you can ignore Rain of Vengeance completely and just focus on your Vengeance, make sure that's active, and then just use one of these skills of your choosing. You can either do Grenade or just use Rapid Fire. That's if you want to keep it really simple and you just want to get your materials, get your cash and claim your rewards. That's fine. If you're looking for some awesome time, then you want to use your Rain of Vengeance and definitely want to really spam these grenades and use a combination of grenades and your Rapid Fire there, also keeping up Vengeance all the time. But I don't think I use Companion or Shadow Power at all, and I definitely didn't struggle. So this one's super easy. It is quite fun, and it's for those of you that have never played a Demon Hunter, it's going to be super easy even for you. It's nice and basic because you can pretty much focus on 2 skills and you'll pass this. Just make sure Vengeance is up and then choose one of these damage dealers or a combination of both, like your creepy uncle does. Creepy Star! Let's go do this one together. Thank you all for tuning in. Love y'all very much. Alright, we're in. Like I said, activate Vengeance straight away, and then I'll just use my grenades and my Rapid Fire. That's pretty much it. Whenever I get the chance, I definitely activate my Rain of Vengeance, like right here, doing a bit of extra damage to the elite there. But if you can kind of just target the elite, make sure that you spam those grenades right on his head, right on the elite's head, and Rapid Fire his ass, then you're going to just fly through this and it's going to be super easy. Definitely a good one to try and get an awesome time with. It's not frustrating, it's fun to play. And I've never played like a Rapid Fire version of Demon Hunters. It's never been very strong, Rapid Fire. So I don't know now with Legacy of Dreams and with some of the changes, I don't know whether it's actually legit competitive for completing greater rifts, like competitively. I don't know how strong it is. I'll have to do some testing. Maybe next season I'll go back to playing my main, my Demon Hunter once again. Haven't played for a little while. I've been experimenting with other classes and different types of builds, just mixing it up as each season ends and starts again. nothing worse than playing the same damn class every season. Like if you play every season, I don't know, if you actually stick to one class for every season, then my hat's off to you. Like, that's impressive, but also I must say I feel sorry for you because it'll be pretty boring to play the same class every time. So I've been mixing it up, trying different classes, but haven't played my Demon Hunter for quite some time, so I might go back, do some experimenting. Legacy of Dreams is going to be very interesting as well. And for the most part, even though this Rift difficulty is only like 47, we are slicing through it pretty easily. But we do have two skills that are pretty much useless here with Companion and Shadow Power. Like, we don't need them at all. I probably would have put in Bolt and something else that's actually useful. So, I don't think this build particularly is put together very well. Eat some grenades, bitch. But with some tweaks, we're just going to make a quick detour here. There's an elite here. With some tweaks to this kind of build, it might be pretty good. It might be competitive to the leaderboards. But I don't know. The hybrid Natalia Marauder set for me was like the most powerful that I've played. But like I said, I think that was before the actual changes with the latest patch, 2.6.6 I believe it is. So I don't know whether that's still the most powerful. I'll have to go back to Demon Hunter and do some testing. So you feel free to come up with your own route. I think this is the most useful. As you can see, we're pulling ahead of time very, very easily there. And I'm taking some time to kill trash. I'm not like going from elite pack to elite pack. If you want an awesome time, it's probably best to make your way to elites as quick as possible and to pylons, such as this one. Let's get a shield up. We're going to avoid those frost balls. Get those orbs, keep on moving. Another elite pack here. I actually don't really like the maps, especially that first floor. That's one of my least favorite maps. And this one's quite painful too, as you can see. Lots of doors to open. It's very mazy. Lots of walls everywhere, very narrow. Everybody likes those nice open, big open maps with density everywhere. They're heaps of fun. But nonetheless, maps aside, we're moving through quite easily, and we're pulling ahead more and more on the time here. Finally. Let's go to floor 3. So another narrow, walled off map. So maps wise, not a good challenge rift. Not a good challenge rift. Elite here, but plenty of elites, which is good. Plenty of elites. So we're almost about to spawn the Rift Guardian. I'm not sure if I've actually been to this map before. Let's see. Oh, no, wrong way. Wrong way. God damn you. There we go. So Rift Guardian has appeared. Would have been good if he appeared like on the previous map. So I think we've wasted a bit of time. So same sort of thing with the Rift Guardian. Stay away from him. He's chasing us. And then just go to town on him with either grenade or rapid fire. And if Rain of Vengeance is up, definitely use that for some extra damage. And of course, your Vengeance, just focus on that and make sure that you reactivate it whenever it's off cooldown. Simple as that, my fellow Diablo 3 fiends. Stay tuned to the channel. It is Halloween month, and leading up to Halloween, I'm going to be talking about horror movies, reviewing them, and also reviewing each episode of American Horror Story 1984. Back to the nostalgic 80s with an obvious tribute to the old school 80s horrors like Friday the 13th, Halloween, and a little bit of John Travolta's Staying Alive in there. You'll know what I mean if you watch the show, if you haven't seen it already. Check out my reviews on that. The next episode review will be coming out real soon. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned to the channel, and for heaven's sake, just come back and visit at the very least. Love you all. I will miss you all.